basically I just blame all of my problems on school because I hate it. It's Tiah and welcome back to my channel. So it's currently 11:32 on Tuesday and I am going to be doing a 24-hour readathon starting at midnight for the entire day of Wednesday, August 14th. No. So I didn't get to participate in basically Brit's readathon on Saturday, so I thought I would just do my own little 24-hour readathon on my own. That was redundant, but my point is I am really behind on all the books that I wanted to read this year just because of school and stuff, so I figured I could do a couple of these, maybe one every month, and kind of catch up. So I do plan on reading a couple of books throughout the day, and the first one is Things Fall Apart. This is for summer reading. It's my last book. I'm about a chapter or so into it that I started last night. I'm not sure how I feel about it. The writing's a bit odd, but it was also written in like the 40s, so that might be why it's a bit odd. I'm hoping it's a lot better than the other books that I have to read, and honestly I'll probably end up reading this one last, just so it doesn't get me into a slump. I've been super productive all of last week, but then all of today and yesterday and Saturday and Sunday I have not been because I blame summer reading. Then the second book that I want to read is On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I think I'm going to start off the evening reading this book. It's a bit heavier, but something that I think will really get me in the mood because I know I like Angie's writing and I know that it's something I will enjoy. Then I do want to read both volumes 1 and 2 of Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. I've heard nothing but great things about this, so I'm going to read this on my laptop. I'm super excited about it. I'll probably get through these relatively quickly, but I am super excited about them nonetheless. And then I have about half of the audiobook for The Goose Girl by Shannon Hale left. I do want to try to finish this today. I'll probably listen to it while I'm like doing my makeup and getting ready and stuff. Don't think I'll have any more time for any other books. If I do, I might try to read Harry Potter 6, but if not, like, that's okay. It is what it is. So I am going to just relax for the next half hour and update you once I start. A brief interruption to say that the first line of this book is I might have to kill somebody tonight, and I think that's the biggest mood in the entire world. It's mentioned a kid being murdered last year, and I'm pretty sure that's referencing The Hate You Give. So are these books set in the same like world? I'm guessing as much, because that would make sense based on like Angie's tweets. But like, that's really cool, and I love when authors have like all of their books, or a lot of their books, like set in the same world. I don't know why, but it's like really fun, especially when they make like minor crossovers. Okay, so I'm only on chapter 3, and I would just like to say that Angie Thomas is such a good writer. I don't know how to put that into more eloquent words, but she just has this way with writing sentences that just is truly unlike so many writers I've read. I can truly feel every single thing, and like the way she's even writing just like the rap battles and stuff, she's just so talented, and I don't even know how to like process it. This book is very good so far. I'm on page 43 and I think it's just so good. There's already been some references to like some feminist themes that I think are going to be brought up again in this book, and I think it's going to be, not to compare her novels, but just as good as The Hate You Give, if not even better. So I'm very excited. So I'm going to continue reading this, and I'll maybe update you at like 1 a.m. I'll try to do like maybe hourly updates unless I have something important to say within the hour. It's now like 1 a.m. and I am about 75 pages in, but I reread the first 3 chapters before reading chapters 4 and 5 because I wanted to tab it. Oh, I guess I could close the book and show you. So I have been tabbing a lot. When I tab, I usually make a card that I put in the front with each of the tabs, and what I put for like each of them. Sometimes I also annotate a book because it's a 24-hour readathon. I want to read kind of quickly, so I just want to be able to tab and go. So for each of the tabs, I have pink tabs for quotes, orange tabs for things that I relate to, and then I'll put like a CH on the tab if it's like character development, like sexuality, gender, stuff like that. Yellow is for feminist themes, green is for parental issues, and blue is for plot. When I do tab, I like to remember everything that's happening, so I like to just add as many blue tabs as I can. So I'm very much enjoying this book. It is very good. I've gotten like a little choked up already. It's really, really good. I'm in my kitchen because my sister just went to bed and I'm heating up my coffee, as you can hear in the background. I have read 200 pages up on the come up. I am really enjoying it so far. This is the amount of tabs I have so far. It's fantastic. I'm loving it. So a big issue that I had with What If It's Us was the amount of random, like, references. But this book has a lot of them as well, but they're like integrated in a way that I understand. Like, they're well-known pop culture references, and they're not every single page. It's like random. I say this every day. Of course, her name is Karen. Freaking Karen. Oh my god, I should have read further. That makes it even better. It's now 4 a.m. and I finished On the Come Up. I used like 2 containers of sticky note tab things. I adored this book. Honestly, a 5 out of 5. There's nothing wrong with this book. It's just as good as The Hate You Give. Just as impactful and meaningful. It tackles so many topics. Oh my god. Though I will probably talk about that more at the end of the reading vlog because it's 4 a.m. and I don't really feel like it. I might do a full review because I have so many notes about it, but I'm not sure. We're gonna see. I made some like tea, and I think for the next couple hours I'm just gonna do some like work, maybe stretch and stuff, not really focus on reading, maybe listen to a little bit of Goose Girl while I'm getting ready, but I'll probably start like physically reading maybe 7 o'clock in the morning, just because I need a break. That was intense. It was real intense. Hello. It's now 6 a.m. I have not done any reading since I last updated you. I did some reading questions for my summer reading, which I will insert a lovely clip from my Instagram story, which you should go follow. I would just like to say that one of my questions says our culture in reference to white American families, and I would literally rather die than answer this question, so I really called out the teacher for this really blatantly racist statement. We love that. And then I did some other work. I uploaded a video for the 24th, and it's been a day, honestly. So I'm eating ice cream for breakfast because, well, it's the most important meal of the day, and every study I've ever read says you should at least eat something. Doesn't matter what, just as long as you eat. So I'm eating ice cream because we have no food. I'll probably start reading at like 7 again because I'm real tired, man. I'm real tired. I just read Heartstopper Volume 1, which is the first two chapters of the webcomic. It's so cute. I have been smiling this entire time. It's about 8 o'clock now, and the past hour just me smiling nonstop. I'm going to read the third chapter, which is the second volume, so I will update you guys afterwards. Oh my god. My sister is half asleep, and I don't want to bother her because it's 9 a.m. and she didn't sleep very much last night, probably because I was gasping on the come up. But I read the second volume of Heartstopper. It was so good. I considered reading the fourth chapter, but I know if I read it, I'm gonna want the next one, so I'm honestly just gonna read them when each of the volumes are released, because it's just so cute and so perfect, and I love these characters so much, and Alice can really connect her stories. I need to read her other books because I've only read Radio Silence so far. I loved it so much. So it's I don't know, 9-ish. It's 15 minutes till 9. So I think I'm going to take a quick 15-minute break, and then I think I'm going to read a Harry Potter instead of Things Fall Apart. And then when I'm done with Harry Potter, I'll take a quick break to finish the questions for Water for Chocolate before hopping into Things Fall Apart. Otherwise, I might confuse them before getting all of my questions out. So I will update you guys when I have started number 6. Hello. So I accidentally slept for 4 hours instead of 1. I wanted to take an hour nap to refresh myself, but here we are. But I honestly feel a lot better, and I think I'm good to go. So for the next couple of hours, I want to try to read as much of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince as I can. These books are, I'm not really rereading them. I'm mostly just trying to re-engage with the story before I listen them to on audio. I am actually reading them, obviously, but not word for word, really critical analysis. I do plan on trying to get the Goose Girl done. That is my main project. So after this book, I think I'm going to take an hour or two to do more questions, but I'll probably listen to the Goose Girl while I do that, and then I'll read Things Fall Apart. Back into my room because my sister is in the living room. So I am currently 530 some pages into Half-Blood Prince. I'm going to try to finish it within the hour. It's 4:30 now. So after that, I think I'm going to kind of pack for our Hershey trip tomorrow. Really excited for just the rest of the evening. Today's just going very well, and I'm very happy with my progress. Even if I don't read all I want to read today, I am kind of catching up on getting back on track with the amount of books I want to read before school starts and just before the end of the year. So I will probably update you guys after I'm done with this book. I just need to read. Also, I just noticed my glasses are on the top of my head. That definitely looks very weird. I can see close, but I can't see far. I don't remember which one it's called. I'll put it on the screen. But, so when I read, I like to just shove them on top of my head if I'm not wearing my contacts, because it makes me have a headache if I wear them while reading. I don't know, it's weird. But that's why they're on my head, and I'm too lazy to pull them down, so. Finished Half-Blood Prince and rated it 4 stars. So I think I'm going to do some work over there, eat some lunch, and then, I don't know, probably once I finish The Goose Girl, then I will update you guys on what I end up rating that before I start reading Things Fall Apart. We got this, bro. So I finished The Goose Girl by Shannon Hale. I did only 2 of my 4 questions for Water for Chocolate because the way the questions are worded makes me very angry. So I'm going to do them at a later date because otherwise I think I might throw myself off a cliff, eat. As for The Goose Girl, I enjoyed it. It was very not the best. And I do know that it wasn't written for me, so I do take that into consideration with its rating, because normally I would rate a YA book probably 2 stars, but because it's like aimed towards me, but because it was aimed towards a younger group and it just made me kind of like happy and like cutesy, I think I'm going to rate it like a 3.5 star. I'm still kind of tossing. It's not quite a 4 star, but it's also not like not, you know. I'm going to read Things Fall Apart. It's not going to be a great time, but I also have Harry Potter over here, so if I get very tired with it, I might just start trying to read the 7th book. I do want to try to finish that this weekend, so yeah, I will update you guys later. Well, I mean, I bet a lot more tired, and I'm not so tired. It's more kind of just like exhausting doing one single thing all day, because I've pulled like 2 all-nighters, if that makes sense. Like, I've stayed up for like 72 hours and been like totally fine, but I've been like actively doing different things. Like, if I got bored reading, I would go for a run or work out or stretch or go to dance or, you know, do something. But I've mostly just read today, besides the little bit of homework I've done, so it's mostly that I'm just like kind of tired of reading. And I even took those 4 hours to sleep, which I almost never do during 24-hour readathons, because I like to overachieve and read as much as possible. So I think that I'm just gonna kind of deal with it, but like it's fine. So a reading update is I've read 60 pages of this book. It's a time. I have zero idea what's happening. None at all. I took a break, like 20 minutes, to eat dinner, and now I'm going to try to finish it. I don't think I will ever figure out what's happening. I accidentally, like, wasn't paying attention, and then I read, like, this person died, and I was like, so I think I'm gonna have to spark notes it. So that's unfortunate. Started it over, and I'm enjoying it a lot more. This is how far I am so far. Love that. Yeah, it's now 9:30 and I finished Things Fall Apart. I think that it might be the best that I read of my summer reading, but I don't know, because I also really did not like any of them. So I think I need to read a bit more about like reviews and stuff about it before I like actually form opinions. But like, I hated The Kite Runner, which I read first. Then I hated The Stranger, but not as much as The Kite Runner. Then like Water for Chocolate was just wild. And then this one, it's like better, but not that great. I don't know. I'm glad that it didn't get worse than The Kite Runner, but I don't know how I feel about it either. So as I mentioned before, I'm going to Hershey tomorrow to like the water park. So I think I'm going to try and pack like just like a bag for that, so I don't forget in the morning. And then I'm probably just going to read Harry Potter, which is there. So I will just do a quick montage of that and then update you guys at 10 and then every hour, because I've been forgetting, which I forgot that I mentioned I was going to do that at the beginning. We love that for me. So I think I'm going to just fill up this water bottle and use it for the day. It also sprays, and if it gets hot, vital. Now I'm not sure if I want to bring a backpack or one of these over-the-shoulder purses because I don't need to bring a lot, but I want something like easily I can carry and stuff. So I think I might just use this like little one just so I can easily carry my wallet and stuff. But I do think that this is also super helpful, but I honestly don't think so. So bye-bye. Then I have my wallet, which was a Vera Bradley for $1 at this used place. Doesn't have a button, but it's fine. Then I'm going to bring an extra shirt and bathing suits in case I get wet. I think I might try to bring some shorts as well because there is this like wet ride. There is a ride that gets you wet, and then there's like this whole water park area, so I might bring some like extra stuff just in case. And then for the car, since it's like a 2-hour drive, I have on the come up, which I'm going to start writing my review notes for because I have a lot of thoughts. And then my laptop, I'm going to make sure I charge it tonight because we don't have any outlets in our car. And then I'm going to bring my phone, my charger, and then in the morning I'm going to grab some makeup stuff that I could just throw in the bag, like a makeup remover, some eyeliner, stuff like that. That was not as long as it thought it was going to take me. I think I'm just going to like listen to some music and like relax for the next little bit, and probably at 10 I'll start reading Deathly Hallows and read that for 2 hours. So forgot to mention that I placed an outfit down over here, so I'm gonna wear my Converse but with the right socks this time. Probably these shorts with either the striped shirt that I wear all the time or this lace bodysuit that's like a tank top thing. It's super cute and super like cool. I'm not sure, we're gonna figure it out. I'll honestly just like insert a clip of me there, or maybe not because I'm lazy. I might add a picture from my personal Instagram, which I will not link because you can't follow it. Dumbass! Lexi! It's 10. I left from my room for like 30 minutes and now I never want to read again. So I'm honestly just going to probably not read again tonight. Not ever. So I'll update you guys later tonight just to close up this video because I'm trash and I probably failed this readathon, but I'm really, really tired. So I'm a big liar. I'm going to read this for the next hour because it is 11, so we love that for me. Hiya, it's now Friday. So yesterday I took the afternoon off from doing work because my friends came over and we went to Hershey, which is about 2 hours away, and so we didn't get home until about 1 a.m. and then we watched Frozen and I just didn't have time. So I'm here to now give you a wrap-up of the 24-hour readathon. So for the first couple of hours, I read and completed On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I'm going to just put them on the screen because I don't feel like going back into my room to get all the books. I am rating this 5 stars. I absolutely adored it, as you saw from my many, many updates. It was so good. Angie really knows how to write a novel, honestly. I'm so excited to give my full thoughts during my review, but I absolutely adored this. Then for the next like 2-ish hours, I read Heartstopper Volumes 1 and 2 by Alice Oseman. I adored this. So I rated the first one 4.5 stars and the second one 5 stars. It was so cute. I have not read very many graphic novels, but I love this. And I guess it's more of a webcomic, but it is so good. These characters are absolutely adorable and the whole story is so cute. I love this. Then after that, I finished The Goose Girl while just doing some like houseworky things. I ended up rating this 3 stars. It was very good, but it is aimed towards a middle grade audience, so I can't really relate to this story as much, but I did enjoy it a lot. That's not to say that middle grade is less than YA or adult. It's just not aimed towards me, so it is not as relatable, if that makes any sort of sense. I really enjoyed it though. The beginning was very confusing though, and I don't know, so it wasn't the best middle grade I've ever read, but it's certainly not the worst. After that, I read Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I really, really like this one. It's 4 stars for me. Really, really good. The ending is a time. The whole story is a time. There's certain characters that deserve different endings, but we don't need to get in that now. It's a time. It's Harry Potter. I don't really need to say much more. Then after that, towards the very end of the readathon, I read and finished Things Fall Apart. It was summer reading, so that pretty much explains it for you. The beginning confused me so much that I had to reread it, and then the writing style was very odd. The book itself was pretty good. I need to read more analyses, and like reviews and stuff so I can better like understand what I read, because I don't remember much. Not because it was late, but because I just didn't understand it, because I'm stupid. So I might have to reread that, but either way, it's fine. Then, at the very end of the readathon, I read about 100 pages of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I wasn't going to read anything for the last 2 hours, but then an hour went by and I was like, I guess I should read. So then I read for the last, like, half hour, or maybe it was an hour, I don't remember. Either way, I read, like, 100 pages. I enjoyed it. It was good. It's a time. I like this book a lot. It's Harry Potter again. I don't really need to say much else. So, that is it for this video, honestly. It was a lot. Probably one of the worst 24-hour readathons I've done. It's a great start for my first on this channel, so that's fun. So yeah, I love y'all so much. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!